Good afternoon, guys, and happy Thursday to all of your sunshiny faces, guys. I'm so happy I am done with my Christmas shopping. I even got the dogs their gifts already. You guys got gifts and presents. You have something under the Christmas tree from me. Hi! He looked all smiley. He was like, oh, you're recording me? Okay. That was you. That was totally you. You're so cute. Mwah. Yeah. Oh my gosh, guys. Okay, so I don't know if you guys know this, but he paws if he does not get attention right away. It's so stinking cute, but it's also annoying, and sometimes it's very, like, hurtful. Like, he scratches my actual arm. Or wherever else he is, like, trying to get attention. But he does this all the time. Like, if you start petting him and stuff like that, and then you stop, and like they'll pay attention to him for like a couple seconds, he starts like pawing. That time I think he was just stretching more than anything. But yeah, guys, so me, Matthew, and Jack actually ended up going out shopping. Jack's been on his antibiotics for like forever, and he took they did a blood test. I think maybe I told you guys on Monday or Tuesday he went back to the doctor for like a 4th time now. And they did a test to test for mono, which they have been testing for over the last like 2 or 3 weeks or whatever it's been now. And it's still negative. And then on Monday or Tuesday, whenever he went to the doctor this week, they tested him again, and this time they did it with a blood test. They also tested for another type of virus that like mimics mono, but it can actually last for like 8 weeks. He doesn't have a fever anymore, and like I said, he's been on all of his like antibiotics and everything like that. So both those tests ended up coming back negative again. So you know, it's very, very, very probable now that he doesn't have mono, but it's really like weird, like that he was sick with a fever for 2 weeks, and he had like a pretty high fever, you know, for 2 weeks. And so you know, they were just like, yeah, we don't really know, like he had bronchitis, and they believe that it, I guess, is pneumonia, like a small amount of pneumonia. I think I was telling you guys that they didn't know for sure on that chest x-ray. That's what they were looking for, if it was pneumonia, and originally they were like, no, it looks like it's just like a clogged bronchial tube or something like that, or an infected or inflamed, or I don't know, something like that, just from his coughing. And then he that's what they originally thought, and now they're like, oh, I don't know if it's just my mom that said it, but I heard he's like, oh, it's just you have pneumonia. So yeah, but he's been on all of his antibiotics and everything like that, and it's been 4 weeks now, or 3 weeks or something like that. And so and he honestly, guys, he hardly has a cough anymore. Like, he's still a little like you know, like clears his throat and stuff like that, but he really doesn't hardly have a cough almost at all anymore, which is good. So yeah, that like I said, that's good. But he ended up going out shopping as well, so we could finish off getting what we needed, the last of the gifts for everybody, which mostly, and I kind of felt bad for him too, poor little guy. You know, he wasn't able to go out like shopping or anything like that. He finished now everybody's Christmas shopping, so him and my dad don't get to go this year. Like, we all have gone, you know, already, and we go every year and everything like that. And so yeah, it was just like, you know, I feel like it's kind of sad for him. Like, he could still go this weekend if he wanted to, but he also already finished Christmas shopping, unless he just wants to tag along, and my dad's gonna get like stocking stuffers or something, I don't know, this weekend or whatever. But he was basically kind of just having my dad order stuff online for people, because he's like, I can't go out to the stores and go and buy anything. But he was able to, you know, my mom was like, he's well enough to go, because like I told you guys too, the tutor's even been over here, and you know, he they said that he'll be able to go back to school after break's over anyway, which I think honestly they probably would have sent him to school next, like not next week, but like since today's Friday, probably would have sent him to school on Monday had it not been break, just because he's been on those, like I said, the antibiotics and like all of his other medication. I don't even know all the medication he's been on, but everything for like a few weeks now. So yeah, guys, but he was able to go to the he he came with us to all of the many places we ended up going today, which we ended up in the same area that me and my dad ended up going shopping. And it was cool there too because they had a Ross actually in that same like area, and because Matthew works, it wasn't at the Ross he works at, but since he works at a Ross, he got his employee discount as well, which was also really cool. So we went to one before, but I don't think any of us have ever been to this particular Ross, so we ended up going there. But I think I told you guys too, I was so sad because our GameStop is closing, the one that's closest to us. So now this other GameStop is like pretty far away, the one that we ended up, you know, where we have to shop at now. But today we ended up going because Matthew wanted to get something for Jack, and we went to the one that's closing, and there's like everything in the store is like 30% off. And it was so sad to walk in there today, guys. And I was like, honestly, I was like, I'm gonna start crying because like all this stuff is like all moved around. Like there's hardly anything's left on the shelf. You know, I was just like, I'm gonna cry. Like I literally was probably like, I don't even know, like 6, 7, or 8 years old, like maybe when we started. Like I know I couldn't have been older than 10, and I know I had to have at least been older than, I was probably at least older than 6, because we had lived, I know we were already living in this house by the time we started going, but it was like early on too. Like I remember being really little, and it was like just like when Matthew was able to really start playing video games, when he was like, I think 3 or 4, honestly, you know, that we really started going there. So again, I was probably around 7 or 8 or something like that. So yeah, I was like, I was so little when we started going to that one, and now it's closing, and I'm like, honestly guys, it's just seeing it in the state it was today. Like if it had just closed down, I'd probably be sad when we drive by and stuff like that, like there it was, you know, now it's whatever, you know, whatever store's in there now and stuff like that, and I'd probably be really sad about it. But seeing it just today, and like there's hardly anything on the walls, and like everything's being like clearanced out, and the people that were working in there we're working like, you know, the afternoon on a weekend, or on a weekday, which isn't normally when we go in there. It's normally on a weekend, or like, you know, I don't know, it's just not people that I normally recognize, like being in there. Like normally we shop there enough, we know what people work there, and so it's like seeing these people too, I was like, these strangers in here, like, you know, and just like everything seemed very odd, like nothing seemed normal. Like there's weird stuff all over the place, and things were all out of order, and like all this kind of stuff. And then, you know, there's 2 people working there that I didn't recognize. I was like, this is so weird, and it's so sad. And so like I said, like the last memories I had of it, and now like these are gonna be the last memories, like, you know, this sad state that it was in. It's just, it's super sad, because I told you guys we have been going there for forever, and we're huge like gaming nerds and everything like that. And so, you know, like honestly, I'd say 90% of the games I own, I bought from that store. Like my Xbox I bought from that store. Actually, every single Xbox we own, all of the, you know, the PS4 and the PS3 that we have, everybody's Xbox 360 was bought there. Everybody's Xbox One was bought there. Both Matthew and Jack's Nintendo Switches were bought there. Like every gaming device that we own, and like I said, probably at least close to, you know, 80 or so % of the actual physical video games that we own were probably bought from that particular store. Like I don't know how they weren't able to stay open, like with our business alone. They should have been able to, but it was really sad seeing, like I said, just seeing it today. I was like, oh my gosh, what's going on? You know, if like I said, if it just closed like peacefully, I would have been like, this is sad, but you know, at least it's gonna be something else. And now we have to drive like stinking like 15+ minutes to get to the other one, you know, probably. And right now too, the one that's probably the closest to us, the street's under construction. So with construction now, the time wise, it's like taking forever too. It was probably like closer to like a 20 or something minute drive to get there. So yeah guys, I was not super happy about that, but I got my gifts for the puppies. Like I said, I got everybody else's gifts, and I am officially done. I think I told you guys I just needed to get something for my dad, which I kind of knew already what I was gonna get, but I was I didn't know how much money it was gonna cost, and so I still had like an extra $10, so that's when we popped into Ross. Jack got his few things left that he needed to get for people, and I got the other 2 things for my dad that I was going to get, and then again too with Matthew's discount was awesome because I was actually able to get 2 of the things instead of just 1, and then Jack was able to get all of his stuff too. So like I said, we were able to finish all of that up. Matthew, Jack, and me are actually all done Christmas shopping. I don't know if my parents have any more Christmas shopping left to do or not. Like, I kind of think so maybe, but I'm not totally sure. Like I said, I don't know if they're going to go out this weekend. Normally they go to shopping together and get like stocking stuffers, which I do want to mention a couple things I want for stocking stuffers, because I really want some just plain black, like cheap, like Walmart brand leggings, just like a couple pairs, like 4 or 5 pairs, because honestly I think they're like $3 or something like that, but I don't care if that's all that's in my stocking just because I wear leggings so much. And I did get 2 nice pairs of like more athletic leggings from Target like back in October, I think, and I had like picked them out because they were on sale too, and then my dad ended up just being like, I'm just gonna save these for Christmas, pretend like you forgot. So I forgot. And then also too, I really want to get some kinetic sand. I used to have moon sand, and I've never played with kinetic sand, and I think and see everybody with kinetic sand. Like, I just really want some to like know what it's like. Like, I've never been able to like use kinetic sand, and everybody's like, oh, cleanup is so easy and stuff like that. Like I said, I've had moon sand, which is like, you know, the really cool kind of sand stuff, but I thought it like got hard or something like that, or like something weird happened to it, like the consistency changed over time. But yeah, everybody says kinetic sand is like super awesome, so I kind of wanted to put that on like my stocking stuffer list, like just some little packets of like kinetic sand or something. So yeah, that was kind of what I wanted. Like 2 things that I was just really thinking about lately. I was like, I really want to add those to my Christmas list, and I don't know if it's too late or not, like if they're done shopping, which I don't really think so. I think that it's going to be this weekend, but yeah, Matthew's got to work until midnight on Monday, so he'll be there for the last minute shoppers, and he's actually on New Year's Eve, he's going out with his girlfriend somewhere, with her family, so he isn't working on, like I said, on New Year's, or not on New Year's Eve, on Christmas Eve. So yeah, and then, but he has to work on Monday until midnight. So I was like, yeah, you get all those last minute shoppers and they'll probably be crazy. But we, like I said, we went to the Ross today, and I was like, oh my gosh, it looks kind of busy. Matthew even said that too when we drove up, and there was literally nobody in line when we went to go check out, so it was awesome. In all of the stores really that we ended up going to. So we stopped at Menards too, guys, but not our Menards, it was a different one, and Matthew actually also got the dogs treats, and well, not treats, but toys and like stuff. So they got some fun stuff that at least will come from us, me and Matthew, because I think my mom honestly ended up buying them 3 boxes of dog treats from the dollar store. Like, I was like, that's gonna be so sad if that's all they get in their stocking and they get nothing else from Santa. You know, so that's why I hope that they picked out some type of like toy or something for them. But anyways, guys, I will probably actually, because the vlogs are behind anyway, I'll probably show you guys in tomorrow's vlog what I ended up getting for everybody, because I want to try and wrap everything ahead of time. I don't want to wait until the last minute, and I also need to try and figure out where I'm going to wrap. In the past, I've wrapped on my floor. Problem now, the carpet is on my floor, and I don't want to get like dog hair all over the wrapping paper and in the tape and stuff like that. So I'm trying to figure out a better way of how to get this, like where I'm gonna do it, but where I can be locked away from everybody else, where they can't see their gift when I'm wrapping it. Honestly, when I was little, I remember my dad used to lock himself in the laundry room and wrap presents, and we called it Santa's workshop because you know, he was locked in there for forever. and like it would be like on Christmas Eve, like he's waiting until the last minute to wrap all these presents, and he'd just be in there for like ever, and we're like, can we come in? And he's like, no, I'm wrapping presents. And so I was like, okay, we can't go in there. But like, and there would just be like rolls of like wrapping paper everywhere, and he's like, I have a system. But he'd do it just on top of the washing machine. So yeah, that was how it was. But it was because there's like no other good place in the house really. And again, sometimes in people's bedrooms, but like you can't wrap it on people's beds, and sometimes, you know, again, carpet on the floor and stuff like that you're gonna get all over. Like there's no other hardwood surface, and you can't like do it on the kitchen table because everybody's walking through the house and stuff like that. So yeah, I have to figure out somewhere to wrap it too. But that was just, I remember that one year he did that. I think he's been wrapping in his bedroom maybe recently, but that's because they don't let the dogs in their room, so they don't have like dog, I mean there still is dog hair, you know, all over the place, but I think it's not as bad probably like on their bed and stuff like that. But obviously the dogs are in bed with me right now, so of course there's dog hair all over the place, and if I tried to wrap anything in here, probably wind up with it all over the tape, you know, and it just looks so nasty. Like I just want it to look, I mean it's just for the other people in the house, but I still want it to look like there's dog fur everywhere. Anyways, guys, like I said, I'll probably show you guys that in tomorrow's vlog so I can get to wrapping faster and not wait until like Christmas Eve to be wrapping everything. So I'll probably show you guys maybe in tomorrow's vlog or one of the next few days so that I can wrap this stuff. Like I remember my first Christmas vlog I ever recorded, I shared with you guys that I think on Christmas Eve and like everything, and I think Matthew tried to break into my room or something like that to see what I was doing. And I remember too, I think I lost one of my grandma's presents like behind my door, and I couldn't find it forever, and I think I mentioned it in like the vlog and stuff like that. But that Christmas, I don't know why, like it was one of the best ones, and I think it's too because it was one of the first times like I vlogged, and like I just had those memories always to go back to, I think. And I don't know why, but it was just like, I don't know, those memories of like that first, like I said, that first Christmas I vlogged. Because, you know, there's like memories that I have like of Christmas, like, oh, this year or that year and stuff like that, but I can't really remember what year it was, you know. Like this I can be like, that happened that year and stuff like that. Like I said, with the Santa's workshop in the laundry room, I don't remember how old I was or when it happened. I mean, I could have been in high school, but I could have also been like in elementary school. I cannot remember for the life of me when it happened. But you know, it's just like, you know, I just have those memories, and that's why like Christmas vlogging is like always been like, again, I started vlogging in December that first year, so like it was very like holidays and stuff like that were all in the, you know, coming up and stuff, so that's why like it just reminds me so much of that. So yeah, guys, I started vlogging, but I think I stopped for like most of January, and I started again in February. So February 1st was actually when I officially started vlogging every day for the last, I think it'll be 5 years now or something like that. 4 or 5 years, guys. Like that's stinking a long time. Maybe 4 years, I think. 3 or 4 years, maybe. Somewhere between 3 and 5. I can't remember. I want to say 4 years, guys. We'll have to figure this out. Anyways, though, I'll see you guys all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give it a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love it if you'd subscribe. And I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So, bye, guys.